I'm noticing that I'm having this lengthy instantiation of weekday and weekend with all of these parameters. And so maybe there is a possibility that in creation of in addition to the week, the time slots, particular types of time slots, is not the only, so that this may be not the only place where they have to be created. Perhaps there could be other types of algorithms, like maybe we would like to calculate some sort of tax return, and we want to be able to historically look at the time slots being used, and we would like to instantiate these time slots outside of this method. There could be different scenarios. In other words, I would like to be able to control, and you see this day a week sort of like controls creation of it. So I may be able to it would be, in other words, it would be much nicer if something like this was possible. Say there was some kind of time slot factory class, okay, which I could say factory, okay, and say new time slot factory, something like this, and whatever parameters I pass in, right now just default constructor. And then maybe if I could replace these new statements with just simply saying factory. In fact, you know what, I was thinking about something else right here. I would just say, instead of doing the new over here and everything, I would just probably want something much simpler, even like time slot factory create slot, right, and pass the day a week, what are names of these parameters? Basically the start and end, right? So we have start hour, end hour, start hour, end hour, employee ID, right? So these three: start hour, end hour, employee ID. And also pass the day of the week, perhaps as a first parameter, right? So I may want to make these decisions. Replace the switch statement with just single call to create time slot, right? And just say return this instead. Actually, in my case, all I need to do is say time slot add, right? And right here we'll say time slot add this create slot, right, with all of these parameters. Close the parentheses here, and that would be, a replacement of this switch for now. So arguably, it may be beneficial in this application to have a specific class that uses a creation method like this, which takes some parameters and returns the right object. And so this factory then can be used in many different places. And of course, this create slot is for now, I'm thinking about a static type of slot so that we can this method, and so that we don't have to create an object, just basically call it as utility method anywhere we want in our application. All right, so time slot factory is something that I would like to introduce right now, and go to my project and say, well, maybe what I can do is just say new, right? Just add new Java class, name it time slot factory, create it, right? Just create this, and this will be my class right here, and add this method that says create slot, right? Create slot, and it takes, so let me move it to the next tab over here, tab group, and so I can work in parallel here. So this is a public static method that returns a time slot back, right? And it takes these parameters, day of the week, right? Employee ID. Let me resize this and just show you these. So day of the week, employee ID. Then it will also take start hour and end hour, right? So it's going to take all of these parameters. So I'll show you in a second the actual code right here. So let me just move things to the next line a little bit so that I can make everything visible. Okay, so we have implementation of this method, which is static method. We're going to essentially move this switch over here for now, right? Move this switch from add time slot inside work schedule into this method right here, which will simply return either new weekday or return a new weekend. And there's an extra parentheses over here that I need to get rid of because I was adding those things to the list, right? So so this is a static operation which allows me to add decide inside this method, just as long as you provide the correct set of parameters, right? It will be doing the right set of decisions, right? So I will replace this hard coding, the hard codings with the start hour with an end hour right here. Okay, and employee ID is already there, so I'm just going to replace these hard codings with something that was passed in as a parameter to this method, right? So that's just our time slot factory, new class, which is using the static method. So let me see. Let me make sure that we have, well, first of all, I don't know, right now it's just 8 to 17, right? 8 to 17, which is, this represents 5 p.m., right? And this represents 8 a.m. In our case, right? So just because we're still trying to do everything by demo. So let me see what is missing, or what I need to fix if I have to fix anything, right? I'm just going to build this, and it says Let me see. At the top, cannot find symbol weekday, class, day of week, location. All right, let me fix this.